like what you saying. Wrong. She get wicked. Yeah.
GMB TV, nigga. Yeah, like, come on, follow me. Let's fuck with. Let's see what we got.
Cause I get to eat out of Master's hand again. Thank you, Master. Can I get another bite, please, Master? Master, can I get another bite? Eyes won't share it with the slaves this time, Master. Master, if you just let me put the food in my hand, Master, I ain't got to keep eating out your hand, Master. Master, I promise you ain't got to do me like this no more, Master. I promise I won't sneak no more food back to the slave quarter and try to get them niggas some, Master. I promise. I do right.
This is the meat and potatoes of the situation. No matter how you break it down, Charleston, no matter how you break it down, it all leads back to the white man. Now, hey, why are people still talking about the white man? That was, bruh, the brainwashing that was implemented through slavery, through conquering. You understand what I'm saying? It all explains why our people are the way they are right now. It's all explained, and every lane leads back to the white man, to them people, to them crackers, to Neanderthals. You know what a Neanderthal is, dude? Google it. A Neanderthal, a caveman. You feel me? Caucasoid. Yeah, they come from them Caucasus Mountains. You already know, Caucasoids, Neanderthals.
Damn! It's grown man business.
Grown man business.
Boom!
Like Allen Iverson, I play to win. With so much ice, they think I played in a stadium. I let that easy money slide like an ATM. And now it's grown man business, about to touch them M's. Come again.
Yizzo, you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business. And listen, you could tap in or you could tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in. So let's get right into it. And yes, man, I just recently did a video on the OG Charleston White. You feel what I'm saying? You know, and I gotta say, man, the response was crazy. My DMs went bananas. You already know how the DMs do, man. And, you know, first and foremost, let's give a big shout out to the gang. Let's give a big shout out to the tribe. Everybody that taps into the DMs. You feel what I'm saying? We definitely locked in, for sure. We definitely locked in. But, you know, I had multiple different questions regarding that video. But it were one or two questions that stuck in my brain and I wanted to respond to and I wanted to elaborate on a little bit more. Now, you know, I had a few people just basically asking, not verbatim, but basically just asking for me to elaborate on the last angle I took when I was talking about Charleston White. And that angle was me, you know, just going in on, you know, how I feel like Charleston White, instead of him pointing a finger at us or pointing a finger at black people or pointing a finger at gang members, you know, going a step further and pointing the finger up. Looking up, you feel what I'm saying? Looking at the people who actually put all this in place, set this whole system in place. And, you know, I was asked to elaborate. So, you know, I guess, you know, like, you know, already know how we do at Grown Man Business TV, man. It's multiple different angles. But you already know I'm not going to make this a long one. You know, so the angle I wanted to take when it comes to that is just something called accountability. You know what I'm saying? It's called accountability. Now, let me dissect that a little bit. When I was growing up, you know, the OGs, the respectable men, the honorable men taught the youngins that a man always takes accountability for his actions. Try your hardest not to make excuses for your actions, because that's what women do. You understand? And as a man, you're going to be looked down upon for making excuses. You're going to be looked down upon for not taking accountability for your actions, right or wrong. Because when you're right, you definitely want to take accountability. But how about when you're wrong, right? And I apply that same method to America. You understand? Now follow me real quick. You know, America is an amazing place. It's a beautiful country. I love America. You understand? We are Americans. We are not African Americans. You know, my people, we are Americans. Actually, a lot of us was here before Christopher Columbus. And that's a whole nother video we'll get into, right? And sometimes you know, wild shit has to happen for forward progress, for evolution. You know, for things to evolve, for things to have forward progress, sometimes some brutal shit has to go down. Sometimes some things just have to go down. It has to happen, right? And I'll put that towards slavery. You know, we cropped this land, we built this country for it to become the great country that it is now. You understand what I'm saying? But the problem, and the reason why I feel like the streets are in disarray, the reason why I feel like it's so much confusion in America is because America has never taken full accountability for its actions. Think about that. America has never taken full accountability for its actions in regards to black people, in regards to what happened to black people on this soil. You understand? And I don't have to go down a list of all the things that was done to our ancestors on this soil. Now, you know, it happened already. We already done moved forward. We definitely progressing. We definitely constant elevation with my people. So I'm not hating. I'm not mad. But the accountability has to be taken. And you know, let me kind of go into what I mean by that. So you know, when America dropped the bomb on Hiroshima, in due time they took accountability for the deaths, for the innocent lives that they took during that motherfucking Cold War, whatever they had going on, right? With the Indians, you know, America, you know, they took accountability. You know, they put them on reservations. They made sure that their kids and their grandkids don't have to pay for school. They don't have to pay taxes on the reservations, on the land that they have in this country. They don't have to pay taxes. You know, and those kids actually got smart and started building casinos. The Indians started building casinos on the reservations, so they don't have to pay taxes. That's a whole nother video, right? And my point is, anytime America does some foul shit, some wild, outlandish shit for whatever reason, you know, in due time, they pay for it. In due time, they take accountability for it, right? And black people, my people, brown people, Americans, right? We are the only people that have been put in, done so dirty. We are the only people that have been done so wrong on this land and have yet to have America take full accountability for its actions. You understand what I'm saying? Now, giving us a month, Black History Month, you know, Martin Luther King Day and, you know, Juneteenth, that's not taking full responsibility. That's actually just, you know, sugarcoating this shit, trying to dress it up nice and neat and not taking full accountability. You understand what I'm saying? And the reason for that, the reason I feel like America hasn't done that is because they owe us so much. And I'm gonna just go through a couple of yeah, it's so many. But you know, I'm not gonna make this a long one. So let's just look at the tobacco industry and the cotton industry. How much those industries was built on the back of our ancestors. And if they had to evaluate the labor that it took to grow those businesses, those industries, free labor, what they would have to pay back every black person in America would be a multi-millionaire and some. You understand what I'm saying? And that's just the cotton and the tobacco industry. Now, let's talk about when slaves was free from slavery and the land that they got, that they acquired. You know, Black Wall Street is not the only place where black people acquired, you know, 100 acres and built full cities on it. You understand? All that land was robbed from black people. All that land was taken from black people. We already know that Central Park used to be called Utica, and it was a black community. That's like some of the wealthiest real estate in America. You know what I mean? In New York City. So, you know, they owe us so much. And for them to stop real fast and say, listen, we did y'all wrong. We stole from y'all. We raped y'all. You know, y'all already know the list of shit we did to y'all. We gonna repay y'all. That would literally liberate all black people. It would literally free up all black people. Now, how would that happen, right? Let me break down some numbers for you. Black people in America, we make up about 12 to 13% of the population. Very small number. We're spread out nice and neat all over this land, right? And on top of that, if you want to break down that number from 12 to 13% in a whole number, it's about 46 million people. So in America, it's about 46 million black people. And you got to think, man, that's not a lot of people. 46 million. We got artists, rappers, athletes that spend that kind of money on a house. One person, one black person will spend 50 million on a house. And we have multiple celebrities and wealthy black people that do that. You understand what I'm saying? So it would be nothing for them to give up the money and repay us for what they owe us and take full accountability, right? But again, like I said, it would liberate us, because that 46 million, we would all be multimillionaires. Everybody of our descent would be multimillionaires, and we'd be able to start fresh. You see what I'm saying? On top of that, it would be admitting a lot of shit. It would alter history. And you already know how we do here at Grown Man Business. Multiple different angles. You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna be multiple different angles. But like I said, you know, they would have to pay us out. Then on top of that, it would actually rewrite history, because now we would understand that Christopher Columbus didn't discover America. It was actually black people and Indians already here. So now what you're telling us is this land is ours. The land that we pay all these taxes on is ours. You see, before they could really take full accountability for their actions, America that is, they would have to give it all back. That's why we are the only people that have not been reimbursed for the labor, for the trauma. You understand? I mean, a long list of things that came with everything they brought to this land. You know what I mean? Now let's hop on another angle, right? You know, why is it so hard for America to face the catastrophic actions they took and did against our people? Let's take it from a whole nother angle, because you already know it's multiple different angles. See, right now in America, in a lot of states, I'm not going to try to remember the name of the law that they're passing, but they're basically trying to take black history and slavery and all those things that make up American history out of schools. They don't want to teach it. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's really utterly embarrassing. You know what I mean? To speak of your ancestors and know that they was murderers, they was savages, they was rapists, they was kidnappers, they was thieves. You understand? There's nothing honorable about Caucasians' ancestors. Nothing honorable. They stole everything. They killed everything. It's nothing that they can rejoice in, and that they can say, hey, these are our ancestors. We love them, and we gonna back them up. They always run away from the things that their ancestors did because it's embarrassing. Now, let me give you an example, right? You know, to like in layman's terms, let me give you an example, right? So, you know, you have people out here, and you know, let's say you got a friend, right? And this particular friend, his uncle is a child molester, and he's been proven and convicted as a child molester. He has to register as a sex offender, right? This particular friend of yours is gonna shy away from his uncle. Yeah, he loves his uncle, man. It's his uncle, it's his mother's brother. You know, they're blood kin. You understand? But his crimes are so embarrassing, bruh. Like to touch kids and to rape. You know, it's so embarrassing that this kid would literally tell other people, I don't know that guy. That's not my uncle. Hell no. Because it's so embarrassing, bro. You can love your uncle, you can love your ancestors, but it's embarrassing. So now let's apply that to America. Let's apply that to Neanderthals. Let's apply that to Caucasians. When you talk to a white person, ask them about their history. And, you know, it gets hard for them to speak. It gets hard for them to go in depth because their ancestors was Vikings. They were savages. They committed savagery all over the place. Rape, murder, kidnap, everything. Any and everything under the fucking sun that you can fathom, their ancestors did to other people, man. You understand? So it's to the point now they don't even want to talk about it anymore. Fuck taking accountability. They don't want to talk about it because it's so embarrassing. And again, the deeper you dig into their history, because, you know, ask a white person, dig into their history. You have white friends, start asking them particular questions and certain questions, and start digging into their great grandfather. And who was that person? What was his name? Let's pull him up. He was a fucking slave owner. And he used to rape black women and fuck children. But child molestation, it was all cool to do because they were the masters. You feel what I'm saying? So like I said before, man, we're not gonna make this a long one, but I did want to, like, you know, elaborate on the subject just a little bit more. You feel what I'm saying? And you know, like I said, it's multiple different angles. Multiple different angles, man. You understand what I'm saying? So you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business. And listen, you could tap in or you could tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest. And I suggest you tap in, man. I suggest you tap into this grown man business. I suggest you tap into this grown man content at all times. Straight off the brick into the bottles. You already know what it is. Straight off the brick into the bottle. Straight raw, pure, uncut. Nothing stepped on. No preservatives. No extras. You feel what I'm saying? We not sugarcoating nothing. We not dressing nothing up. We giving it to you straight raw. And like I said, in these streets of America, it's a reason why everything is in disarray. It's a reason why everything it seems confusing. Why is it still racism? Why is all these things still happening? It's because America has yet to take full accountability and responsibility for its actions against black people. They sugarcoat it. They give you Juneteenth. They try to give you a stimulus check. Nah, you owe millions upon millions of dollars. You could literally, you know, it gets deep. You feel what I'm saying? And then on top of that, it's embarrassing. You know, like I said, you got a uncle that is a child molester. You don't want to tell people that's your uncle. You stray away from that nigga. This shit is embarrassing. Your crimes you committed are embarrassing, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So again, man, it's not going to be alone, but you already know what time it is. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. And listen, you could tap in or you could tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest. And I suggest you tap in